There is tremendous power in pausing, in zooming out, observing, and being the observer of how you are the meaning maker. And you get to choose the interpretations that you are giving to absolutely anything. And on the journey of your refined self concept, you may find that the past comes knocking. And it's literally current and former versions of you resurfacing, and it can be through a purge of you getting to claim and anchor in. That's not me anymore. I claim my new identity, my new refined self concept. I claim my new reality. I claim my freedom and full permission to expand and grow and evolve into my new version of heaven, which is my divine birthright. I choose to say a sacred no to my divine yes in your reality creation in every now moment that feels peaceful, harmonious, blissful, expansive, healthy, wealthy, prosperous, successful, through you anchoring that into your body. So if you have anything in your reality that is coming back around again, perhaps energies of people or situations or contacts that you used to be in collaboration with or connection with, or take it as it resonates with you, or something that aligns with the former version of you or former role or job or identity that you have shared that you are claiming is not even you anymore. It's not how you show up. It's not in your being. It's not you being on purpose in your divine mission, that you have the freedom to say no while also holding the energy of gratitude for your opportunity to do so. For anything that is presented to you in the mirror, to give love and grace and compassion. If it's a case of having the opportunity to help someone out and you see this as being a former version of you in terms of your identity or role or value exchange or energetic exchange, whatever it may be, you can choose to hold compassion. You can choose to stand in, to be that person if you're consciously choosing to do so from an elevated self concept within you anyway. Or you can choose to say, that's not me anymore, but thank you for considering me. Thank you for coming into my awareness and thinking of me, and for this opportunity that you internally are choosing to say no to because you believe in abundance, and how you are calling in and creating space for a more expanded experience for you, which is more the new version of who you are, which allows you to show up as that new version of you, which allows you to share your natural gifts and talents, which are authentic to you, authentic to the truth of who you are. You're no longer in a performative nature about it. And you feel that there's a higher value and a higher exchange because you're expanding and growing and creating more of your heaven. And knowing that the more you receive, the more impact you can create, the more transformation and alchemy that can take place, the more you are fueling and funding your vision and dream, the more you are claiming the value of your life force, vitality, and wisdom and magic and gifts. And if you keep returning to former versions of you, you are essentially settling. Settling for less, settling for who you used to be, and then you continue to play that record, which can sabotage you from stepping into being the new evolving version of you. So take this as it resonates for you. And as I've said, you can choose to go at these opportunities with grace and gratitude, perhaps even if you feel you're not settling, you're accepting from a higher wisdom, from a higher perspective, and giving love and gratitude and appreciation to the process, knowing that you are still on the evolutionary journey, knowing that greater is coming in. So take it as it resonates. The energy that you're in is what affects outcomes and as you move forward. Yet if you know that you are a limitless being and abundance is absolutely yours, that there is a wealth of possibility and magic and opportunities, you do not have to say yes to everything that comes your way. You are being directed to follow your divine path and mission. that truly lights you up and brings you joy. So if something is coming around that you feel is limiting your joy, you are very welcome to say no to that in nurturing and watering the garden of your inner peace, harmony, love, truth, beauty, and joy, because you have come such a long way. You have alchemized so much. You have been through so much. You have done so much shadow work integration that you deserve more. And if you know when you're claiming that you deserve more, that you do not settle for less and you say no to it with love, with grace, with compassion. Thank you for showing me that this is a former version of me. I have evolved from there, and I'm grateful that I get to show up as a more evolved version of me with grace, compassion, and love, and saying no to this, knowing by divine birthright that more is available and accessible to me at all times. And I'm so appreciative of that knowing. I'm so appreciative of this sacred no to my divine yes. I am grateful and happy and blessed. So cards came out for you are Akasha. Your guidance is divinely guided to tap in. You may feel that you are granted access here at this point, that you can meditate and go within and listen to in the power of your pause to divine guidance taking you forward further along your journey and path in evolution on your spiritual path, in evolving within you, not being any better than anyone else, but being a better version of yourself within. So there is a humility to that, but not, as Maya Angelou would say, a modesty, that you're not modest about how big you are as an energy, but you're humble in knowing that everyone has access to this inner evolution. That is the true humility, in knowing no one is any better or worse. We're all on our own paths. But you can choose to embrace the boldness and passion and fiery energy of Aries in knowing that you can be greater within you and that you're here to claim that greatness. I invite you to claim it today by saying a sacred no to what is no longer bringing you harmony, joy, expansion, prosperity, health, wealth, success, bliss in your heaven, to create space for and to already give thanks and gratitude for what is being drawn to you on your evolutionary journey to bigger, expansive, blissful, and blessed. So other cards I'm coming to are boundaries, and that is echoing what I was just saying and saying no to what limits your joy. You deserve your heaven. And being intentional about that and being in the energy of gratitude is a magnetic gateway, a portal to accessing even more to be grateful for. So do be grateful for the opportunities that you have to say no to something that you know is no longer in alignment or resonance, without having any energy of resentment or bitterness, frustration, or any lower vibrational experience, to give gratitude to the opportunity to say no. Where do you need to establish better boundaries with your time, with your energy, with your projects, your commitments, with going further in devotion and discipline, in pouring into your creative process to expand and grow what truly is you being on your divine path? There's the energy of the warrior and being fearless and moving forward. And just say to yourself, I am love, love is here, my love is here. Fear is not near, it cannot, it disappears. When you are flooded with love, there is no fear. Love is all there is, love is truth, fear is illusion. And if there is something that potentially makes you feel fearful, the guidance may well be to walk into that. Oh, other way around. Walk towards it with love in making your next breakthrough, in truly seeing the illusion of it and seeing how you are so loved and everything is working out for you. We have the energy of the White Witch to choose to be the light in all situations. Do not allow yourself to be diminished, to be lowered, to be manipulated, to be taken for granted. You can choose to hold compassion for yourself, and in doing so, you authentically hold compassion for others. And you hold that light within you in wisdom, in knowing the owl energy there. And you check messages that come from here. No matter what is happening to you or around you, you have a choice. Choose not to be pulled into dramas, bickering, or energies that are going to limit your joy. What I was just saying. If you are surrounded by people who are hostile towards you or someone else, or you are in a negative situation, perhaps in your workplace, you are being invited to be the light. You are an incredible person who can really bring light to any scenario and situation. How can you change the energy? How can you redirect the conversation to love? How can you protect yourself with those boundaries? How can you help the person that is being picked on? How are you potentially the one who is guilty of causing a drama? You know the answers within you. Know that you're being encouraged to shine the light that you were born to share. That is your divine guidance. Be in your light, be in your truth, and walk your path in love and light. The angel card, which I've dropped, excuse me, is communication. Keeping channels of communication open with the divine, keeping communication open with others in a way that is loving. Again, there may be boundaries there with you will know if you feel a certain energy is open and receptive to a conversation from truth and love. And if you feel in your intuition that there's no receptivity there on the other person's side, then do not waste your precious life force, vitality, your breath, and your light and love and truth. Move on, move forward on your path. The angels remind you that being spiritual is about being genuine and honest. When you speak from the heart, others feel the resonance of truth and they trust you. Talk positively. Focus on the good in life and you will feel happier and healthier. Communication is a two-way process. Listen with interest and respond openly. This improves our relationships. So not listening to react, but listen to truly respond to what has been shared in presence, active listening. Always keep channels of communication open. Be a bridge to others' hearts and minds. Ask your angel to step into your aura and communicate in a higher way through you. The affirmation says, I communicate clearly and honestly. And that takes being honest with yourself about how you truly feel, about your true heart and soul desires, and about the journey and mission and vision that you hold and are bringing into being in this reality of this age of Aquarius, and bringing greater truth and light and beauty and love into the world as a creation of more heaven, not only for you, but beyond you. I was also guided to take the Mythic Tarot deck again and to pull a card. So perhaps set an intention. If there's something that you would like to have an insight on or receive confirmation, affirmation about, if you're open to receiving a message from this deck right here, right now, to breathe in, bring your awareness and attention, your presence and mindfulness, awareness. Okay, to you pull out. Okay. Right. I'm gonna go again because there's just so many here. I'm seeing Queen of Cups. Yep, that one had come out and it's here again. Four of Pentacles. It gives to me an energy of wanting to hold on tightly to what you already have. And if you allow fluidity, if you, as I had said, are willing to say no to some things or to let go, not to detach so strongly to something, you allow energy of abundance and prosperity and possibility to flow. Take that as it resonates for you. So the fours are about organization and stability and planning, and that feels like the Saturnian energy, that the Saturn energy that I was speaking about in the previous video. So it's grounding yourself in mind, body, and spirit, perhaps being out in nature. It's earthy, grounding energy, feet in the ground to help you. And it's about your spiritual your material needs and dreams and visions and relates to finances. This is the card of holding on to what has been partially achieved or retained in a practical or material sense. We may be afraid that if we carry on with a new course of action, we may fail and lose what we already have. Be content with what you have may be a popular maxim, but it can keep us stuck in the same groove. This is just echoing everything that I have been saying from the start of this video. So thank you, angels and guides, for coming in to confirm this. Allow yourself to let go and to create space for what is more expansive and better, and what is a frequency matched to the evolutionary, transformational, inner alchemical work that you have been doing, that you deserve to receive. You may turn up the Four of Pentacles if you are considering a risk, taking a new job, moving in with a new partner, or just leaving the comforts and restrictions of home. Your doubts about the enterprise may not be grounded so much in common sense as in the fear that if all goes wrong, you'll be worse off. But that is illusion. That is trickster energy of the monkey mind. You have to speculate to accumulate, and you must decide whether the danger of stagnating is greater than the risk of losing what you have. This speaks of fluidity, of the flexibility energy that was coming through yesterday. And it really is, to me, trusting in the divine, trusting that you are divinely guided, trusting your evolutionary journey on the spiritual path. And when you anchor in the certainty and knowing and truth of the I am within you, you know all is well. You do not need to be attached to anything, anyone, a concept, a situation. You can flow in your life force vitality and allowing grounded practices of meditation, of movement in nature, of breath work. You allow harmonious flow within your energy. Coming into gratitude, I shared a post on that on Instagram this morning. I'll share the post in the comments. In gratitude as the gateway, the portal, the unlock to magic flowing, abundance, possibilities, opportunities coming knocking, more being available to you through you broadcasting how happy and pleased and grateful you are for what you already have. And that is not an energy of holding on to it. It's an energy of appreciation. Appreciation is fluid. It's expansive. You're not in a constricting energy, but your arms are open. You are full of joy, full of radiance, magnificence, in awe, in wonder, in your childlike nature of enthusiasm, of optimism, of positivity. I wonder what could happen now. I wonder what magical possibilities are coming to me right here, right now. I wonder what even more expansive and enriching experiences are making their way to me right here, right now. I am so grateful. I'm so blessed. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. I breathe in and I continue to commit myself with devotion to the next thing that brings me joy, my creative process and my contribution, and how I help someone and how I show up and how I'm in the authentic truth of who I am, knowing that all unfolds like magic in divine order, divine timing. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. Breathe that into your body. Hold it and feel an expansiveness in your energy. And allow your breath out to be slow and elongated, just naturally deflating, allowing the energy to come out with gratitude and love and appreciation, knowing all is well in your world. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Lover's card. Refilling the energy of romance, the romantic, the lovers, and check out the description for the lovers. Please feel free to like, share, comment, subscribe, drop a comment on what you are grateful for today. I would love to see that and appreciate it. Again, you can check out the post on affirmations and some things to be grateful for. So the lover. The card of relationships features the romantic. Scantily clad Adam and Eve in the Garden of Eden before the serpent told them about good and evil. This is where separation began. The lovers are rooted firmly in relationships, not only sexual love, but also platonic love. Questions involving relationships are one of the main reasons people consult the tarot. Of course, some of the questions can lead us up a blind alley. The most common being, will I meet Mr. or Mrs. You are your soulmate. When you are in divine union and you give up wanting because you already are and have everything, then you are in your energy of fullness and wholeness. You're not wanting or seeking anything outside of you because you are it. You are everything. When you choose you and you truly embody and anchor that in and feel it and broadcast it, magic makes its way to you and you're not even seeking it anymore. You're not even really wanting it. Magic shows up. The correct question here is perhaps, how can I avoid ending up with another Mr. or Mrs. Wrong after a disastrous relationship, or maybe a whole series of them? Or should I settle for this person, this nearly right person, or hang on and hope? I'd say no. And I have my personal beef with that. When you hang on to someone that you know that you are no longer attracted to, that you're no longer in love with, but you're with them for stability, security, whatever other reason, that is so unfair. It's unjust because you're actually not only depriving yourself of your next level right here, right now, but you're denying the other person the truth and honesty of that. You're denying them their receptivity and experience of true, authentic love, of being with someone who is passionate about them every single moment of every day. I sometimes feel like saying, how dare you, people I know are in that energy, but none of my business. And judgment needs to be cast aside. We have all been the one who has hurt someone or has been hurt in relationships in one way or another. That resonating for you. But don't settle. That energy was coming in. Don't settle. Go for more. And it starts with you being willing to give yourself more through your sacred no to your divine yes. In the real world, the lovers is not about wine and roses, but your dealings with those nearest, if not dearest, to you. These may be boyfriend, partner, parents, kids, or all the other relatives and close friends. The lovers may appear because these close relationships have been filling your thoughts recently. Do you feel discouraged by the media images of families, comparing the perfection of TV adverts with your own less harmonious existence? No family is perfect. I have encountered hundreds, Italians, and there is issues everywhere. Everyone has some kind of family issue because it's perfectly imperfect as we are as human beings. Everything can be a mess in process and progress. If you were still single, do you wonder where the romance and love are? Well, I'm just telling you here right now, if that's resonating with you, you're worthy and deserving of all of the love you require and desire, and it starts with you giving it to yourself. The card may be promising new love or that a new relationship will blossom. However, it may equally suggest now might be a good time to further relationships, whether with the guy in the office who's maybe a foot shorter than you envisioned your dream partner. Be open to that and how aesthetics, I mean, if you put them aside and tap into the soul frequency and the harmonic resonance, the energy, the energetics over aesthetics. And this is the same with food. I mean, I have a beautiful bowl of like beautiful fruit and nuts and a chia seed pudding here that I'm planning on eating right after this recording. And it looks beautiful, but choosing to eat these foods are not necessarily about the aesthetic visual appearance of my body, but it's literally for how this energy makes me feel. And if you're on a path of like eating more mindfully and taking care of you in mind, body, and soul, pay more attention to how certain foods make you feel over how you want to look, because that is what will truly change the game for you. Okay. So where are we? For the girl who is, wow, this is so interesting how this the interjection here. So, or the girl who is definitely the before in the diet advert, but always asks after your weekend and your elderly grandmother, bless her heart. Or perhaps it's time to rediscover the person you were married to and reignite the spark and be in curiosity on Monday and go on adventurous dates and play dates and connect with your inner child and go to a new environment and speak differently and be in presence and do different activities and just being with one another in presence. It can really shift things. It can bring greater awareness to a dynamic. It's profound. Presence is all we truly need. Presence is the game changer. If we had a world of people being more present, okay, there are questions about a relationship and maybe a few choices to be made when the lovers appears, but for once, before once the grass might actually be greener on your own side of the fence. This is not the time to settle, also, is coming in. But to keep water in your garden. What if there's even better? What if you just wait and be patient because more is coming in? Outside of relationships, in life, in your calling, in your career, in prosperity, and financial opportunities. As for the negative side of the lovers, sometimes we lock ourselves into roles based on some false ideal of family happiness. The good mother, the daddy's little girl, the loyal son, the protective father. And these roles no longer apply. So it's the shedding. That's full circle again to the beginning of this video of allowing yourself to step out of the role and identity that you have perhaps attached to you, that you're seeing as a current version of you, of a former version of you, but that you're letting go of. That's not me anymore, or I'm more than that, or I'm this now. And to stand into, to step into and embody it and be that. And you have to broadcast it and radiate it and let people know who the new you is, courageously, fearlessly, as that white witch we had. So do not hold on to relationships that have run their course, or a situation that has run its course. If the karmic cycle has ended, give love and gratitude and appreciation for it as you boldly continue walking into the new. You can't go back because that's not you anymore. Give love and appreciation and gratitude to it. Right, so I'm going to wrap up this video and I'm going to go eat this beautiful bowl of magnificence in the sunshine here. Wishing you a beautiful day of your heaven on earth. Lots of love. Thank you again for liking, sharing, commenting, and subscribing, for stepping in to receive personal readings with me, empowerment coaching, and what I absolutely love, attunements to beautiful golden tarot mind, Reiki. Lots of love and see you in the next one. Bye.